Hello everybody out there in YouTube land, and welcome to DC Fans United. So it took me a couple of days. I wanted to finish my Patreon video. If you didn't know, I did a top 10 video. It's only on Patreon for now, so if you want to check it out, it's the top 10 most valuable DC comics, and I'll include a link to that in the description box. So I finally did get around to it though, and I checked out the special sneak peek trailer that they released a couple days ago for Shazam. I was very happy with it. I've been happy with everything I've seen from this movie so far, however, but it did address a couple of things people talked about after seeing the first trailer. Specifically, we see Shazam fly, and he flies quite well. So that was a bit of a joke in the first trailer. You know, they do the training montage where he tries to fly and falls back to the earth. So that was a big moment for me when I saw him jump off the roof and just say Shazam and just boom, take off and fly. So that was very cool. Fit the tone and the themes of what we saw in the first trailer. We did see a little bit more of the Rock of Eternity. I mean, this was a really short trailer. It was less than a minute long. I was surprised by how short it was, but I'm also kind of glad they didn't show too much. They did show a lot, though, in a minute. So we saw that he's, of course, able to fly. We saw a tiny bit more of the Rock of Eternity at the very beginning. We saw a lot more, actually, of the fighting. So when he and Dr. Savannah face off, it looks quite epic. I didn't realize Dr. Savannah had superpowers. I don't know if they're science-based or how he did that. I'm sure it'll be explained, but apparently he can fly and has some sort of electrical powers, so he's on a similar power scale to Shazam at this point from what we saw. And they fly around. We just saw a couple seconds of it, but it was looked like a Man of Steel style fight between, you know, when Superman fought Zod. Looked a bit like that, so definitely looking forward to the action. Now, for all intents and purposes, this is going to be a comedy. We saw two jokes. I hope they don't give away too many jokes in the trailers, but they were really funny. So we saw Shazam in the convenience store in the first one. Of course, you know, he's a boy. I don't know how old he is, supposed to be probably like 15 or younger, but he turns, you know, into Shazam. He looks like a grown-up. So we got to see this really funny joke. Oh, also too, if you haven't seen the trailer, just check it out for sure. It's only a minute long. It's worth your time. But yeah, it's really funny, you know. He just asks if he can buy beer, basically. It's really funny how it's done, though. So I thought that was cool. And then, because that's probably something a boy would try to do, right? He looks like a grown-up. Like, why not? So, oh, there's another cool scene I wanted to mention, too. There's a part where he saves it looks like he's gonna save a bus. It's when he's fighting Dr. Savannah. It's only for a second or two, but he looks up and there's a bus teetering on a highway. It looks like it's gonna fall. So honestly, that's the kind of stuff I love. Superhero stuff, like, you know, Superman saving a plane from crashing, or in this case, Shazam's gonna catch a bus and save people. Like, I love that kind of stuff, and I think it's the kind of thing people need to see. They need to see heroes doing things other than just fighting villains and other heroes. They need to be out there saving people. So that's really something I'm hopeful to see. So the other joke I'm sure you saw, I thought it was pretty funny too. It's at the end there where they go to a realtor and talk to the real estate lady, and they're looking into buying a lair. So I guess a superhero hideout. So it was pretty funny little dialogue, and it was nice to see more from Freddie Freeman. I think it's cool they got this actor. I think he's doing a good job from what I've seen. I'm curious to see, though, if he gets to be Captain Marvel Jr. at some point, or I don't know what they'd call him, Shazam Jr. or something. I'm also curious to see if they introduce Mary Marvel at some point. I'm thinking if they do, they might do it as an after-credit scene, although they might do that, might save that to introduce Black Adam. So let's hope and dream, and we'll think that there's going to be two after-credit scenes. One brings in one Mary Marvel, and one shows Black Adam. So I'm hoping this will do as well, or almost as well, as Aquaman. I think Aquaman caught a lot of people off guard. I was saying it was going to be a billion-dollar movie months and months ago, but the projections definitely weren't thinking it would do quite so well. So what do you guys think? Do you think Shazam can make $1 billion? And what did you think of this trailer? Personally, I love the trailers. I'm not sure if they can make $1 billion. It depends. It's going to depend a lot on whether kids turn out to see it, if parents take their kids to see it, and then, of course, if the hardcore fans watch it multiple times. And two, it depends how well it does overseas. Of course, almost 700 million of the Aquaman haul was from overseas. So that's getting to be the big market, is outside of the United States. So times are changing, but that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Hit the bell for notifications. Be sure to check me out on Patreon. I've got that top 10 most valuable DC Comics video up now, so it's definitely worth your time. So that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. And as always, thank you for watching and being a part of DC Fans United.
End of line.